Do you know what your net worth is right now? And if it's actually on track for your age? Most people have no idea. They earn money, spend it, maybe save a little, but never stop to check if they're financially where they should be. And when they finally do think about it, it's either because of a crisis or because they're comparing themselves to someone else. But here's the thing. Your net worth doesn't lie. It's the clearest picture of how well you've managed your money so far. It shows what you've built, what you owe, and how prepared you are for the future. Let's look at the real numbers by age so you know exactly where you stand. Let's start with ages 18 to 24. This is usually the lowest point for most people's net worth, and that's expected. You might be in college or starting your first job. Your income is probably between $20,000 and $30,000 a year. And if you've taken on student loans, your net worth is likely negative. But this stage isn't about hitting big financial goals. It's about learning. This is where you figure out how to manage money, budget your income, avoid credit card debt, and start saving, even small amounts. If you can reach your mid-20s without massive debt, and with even a few thousand saved up, you're ahead of the curve. The goal here isn't wealth, it's control. Build healthy financial habits now, and your future self will thank you. Then we move into ages 25 to 29. These are the years when income starts to rise. You may be making $35,000 to $50,000 a year depending on your job. You're more independent now, maybe living on your own and possibly starting to invest. But this is also when lifestyle pressure shows up. Vacations, weddings, nicer clothes, better apartments. It adds up fast. By 29, a solid net worth would be somewhere between $25,000 and $50,000, including your savings and retirement accounts. It's not flashy, but it shows that you've been intentional. You've avoided debt traps, you're living within your means, and you're starting to build. A lot of people in their 20s still feel like they're behind, but they're actually laying the foundation. Consistency beats speed. Next up, ages 30 to 34. These are the years when your financial life starts to reflect your choices. You've been working for about a decade now. Maybe you've bought a house or started a family. Maybe you're finally out of student loan debt. Whatever your path, things feel more permanent now, and your net worth should reflect that. At this point, your income might be in the $50,000 to $70,000 range. A healthy net worth target here is around $80,000 to $100,000. That could include retirement savings, equity in your home, or even a small investment portfolio. The exact mix isn't important, but the progress is. If your net worth is growing steadily every year, you're doing something right. Ages 35 to 39 are what many call the growth years. You're more experienced, more confident in your career, and likely earning more, possibly in the $70,000 to $100,000 range. But with higher income often comes higher spending. Bigger homes, family expenses, travel, and lifestyle upgrades. It's easy to get caught up in the cycle of more. This is where your financial maturity starts to show. A reasonable net worth target for this age is around $150,000 to $200,000. This assumes consistent savings and investment since your 20s. If you haven't been tracking it until now, it's not too late to catch up, but you'll need to be focused. These are the years when your money should start working for you, not the other way around. By your early 40s, it's no longer about guessing. You've had 15 to 20 working years behind you. The decisions you've made, good or bad, are starting to compound. A strong net worth at this stage would be between $250,000 and $400,000, depending on your income level and savings rate. It's also when people start to panic if they haven't saved enough. If you're here and far behind, don't freeze. Start adjusting, cut lifestyle costs, increase your savings rate, max out retirement contributions. You can still turn things around, but you need to act intentionally. Every dollar counts more now than it did in your 20s because you're running out of decades. At 45 to 49, retirement becomes a bigger part of the conversation. You may still be earning well, possibly over $100,000, but the focus shifts from income to wealth. You're not just working to live. You're working to secure the next chapter of your life. Your net worth here should ideally be $400,000 to $600,000 or more. That includes retirement accounts, equity, and other investments. It also assumes you've avoided major financial setbacks. If you haven't, this is the time to correct course. Your health, your energy, and your opportunity to grow wealth won't be this high forever. By the time you reach 50 to 54, the question isn't just how much you earn, it's how long you want to keep working. If retirement is 10 to 15 years away, you need to be in strong shape. A net worth of $600,000 to $800,000 is a solid target. It allows you to weather market ups and downs. It gives you choices, and it keeps you from relying solely on pensions or government support. If you're far behind, all hope isn't lost, but you'll need to make sacrifices. That may mean downsizing your home, extending your career, or investing more aggressively. It's not about regret, it's about responsibility. When you reach your mid to late 50s, time becomes your most limited asset. You may still be earning well, but the margin for error is small. The closer you get to retirement, the more serious everything becomes. A good net worth at this stage is around $900,000 to $1.1 million. That sounds like a lot, but with inflation, medical costs, and longer lifespans, it's often the minimum for a stress-free retirement. And then comes 60 and beyond. This is when the work ends, or should. Your net worth should now be doing the work for you. Ideally, you're sitting on $1 million or more, spread across retirement accounts, real estate, or other income-producing assets. That gives you security. That lets you live on your terms. Travel, rest, help others, or simply breathe easy. But here's the honest truth. Many people won't reach these numbers. Not because they didn't try, but because they didn't know what to aim for. They never tracked it. They never checked. They let the years pass without a plan. And that's why this video matters. Not to scare you, not to shame you, but to help you see where you stand and what needs to change. Your net worth isn't about being rich. It's about being ready for what life throws at you. It's about knowing you can handle an emergency. It's about being able to pay your bills, support your family, and make decisions without stress. If you're behind right now, that doesn't mean you failed. It just means this is a good time to adjust. You can still improve your situation. Start by tracking your money, what you make, what you spend, what you owe. Then look at where you can make changes. That could mean saving more, spending less, paying off debt, or learning to invest. The most important thing is to stop putting it off. A lot of people delay these steps because they're uncomfortable or they feel overwhelmed. But waiting won't improve your finances. Action will. Even small steps count. You don't have to do everything at once. You just have to be consistent. Set a savings goal and stick to it. Automate it if you can. Pay attention to where your money is going. Cancel what you don't use. Make smarter choices with your income. And if you're earning more now than you used to, that's a chance to build. Don't let your expenses grow at the same rate. The more you can keep, the stronger your position becomes. Your net worth will tell you whether your lifestyle is helping or hurting you. If it's going up over time, you're doing fine. If it's not, something needs to change. It doesn't matter how old you are. What matters is what you do next. There's no point in comparing yourself to others. Just look at your own progress. Are you in a better spot than you were last year? If not, what's one thing you can change this month? Also, don't underestimate how much ground you can cover in just a year or two of focus. Many people spend 5 or 10 years coasting, only to realize they've made no progress. But 1 or 2 years of smart financial decisions can completely shift your direction. Make sure your money is going toward things that improve your life, not just things that disappear in a few days. If most of your income is going to things that lose value fast, like eating out, gadgets, or random subscriptions, you'll always feel like you're behind, even if you earn a decent amount. And if you're someone who thinks, I'll focus on this later, remind yourself that later always turns into never. The best time to start was earlier, but the next best time is now. Waiting another 6 months just means 6 more months of lost progress. So take a moment. Look at where you are. Write it down, even if it's uncomfortable. Then set a goal that feels possible. It doesn't have to be big, it just has to be clear. If you've made mistakes, don't dwell on them. Just don't repeat them. Most financial progress comes from doing a few basic things right, over and over. You don't need to be an expert, you just need to be consistent.